a look over to his opponent, a nod of the head, and we are ready for the official fighter introductions. We go inside the cage.
Northwest Nebraska, this contest is scheduled for 3 4-minute rounds for the MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship. It is brought to you by Condon Signs. Introducing first, fighting out of the Russ Jones Law blue corner. This kickboxer, wrestler, stands 6'3", weighing in at 243 pounds, holding an amateur record, 4 wins, 2 losses, training out of Average Joe MMA and fighting out of Camp Verde, Arizona, Jason Mongo Windham. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the top tier red corner, is a freestyle fighter standing 6'1", weighing in at 243 pounds, holding an amateur record, 4 wins, 1 loss. Training in a top tier MMA and fighting out of North Platte, Nebraska, Braden, the Lunchbox Erdmen. Your referee in charge of the action is Big Fitz.
And here we go. The fight announcement is out of the way. Braden Erdmen and Jason Windham squaring off for the MCF Amateur Heavyweight title. Braden the Lunchbox Erdmen, the hometown favorite here, as you saw the crowd well in his favor, even though Jason Windham a North Platte boy. And here we go. We're underway, round number 1 of this heavyweight championship bout. Braden Erdmen gonna throw some heavy punches here. You better believe that. A shot to the body by Erdmen. And going for the early takedown. Good defense by Windham, but Braden gets the takedown and finds himself in the half guard of Jason Windham.
That was a great takedown by Braden Erdmen there.
Left underhook, body escape. Left underhook escape. Left underhook escape.
And now Braden Erdmen finding himself on the top, inside control, as he turns maybe.
Bridge right. Big bridge
I thought maybe for a second he had that arm in there looking for an arm triangle, but no.
Jason Windham's corner the bridge right.
Yes, exactly. Trying to get the mount is Braden Erdmen, but a great job by Windham with defending that, keeping him from swinging that left leg over. Braden Erdmen, though, inside control, a knee to the ribs, working hard to get that mount. It could be big trouble if Braden Erdman's able to get a mount early in this heavyweight championship, Megan.
Working those ribs with those knees there, and that is not fun a position to be in. And they are big guys too.
They are big boys, and they continue to battle here. Braden Erdmen continues to have the dominant position, inside control on Jason Windham. Windham so far doing a great job of preventing Braden Erdmen from being able to do anything that causes much damage. So you mentioned the knees to the ribs would add up, but not a lot of power generated here by Braden Erdmen. As a nice hip.
Great.
Nice attempt at a hip escape there by Jason Windham, but Braden Erdmen staying heavy in the hips and maintaining side control here as we go under 2 minutes to go in round number 1 of this amateur championship bout. Again, continue to circle around. Braden Erdmen in side control for the majority of this round, and a nice attempt at an escape. And he's up, Jason Windham, a beautiful job of escaping from side control. And they are tangled up. Let's see if they're gonna let the hands fly now. And they do a high kick, partially blocked, I think, by Braden Erdmen. Jason Windham, a great job getting out of there and then driving the action. Oh no, a right hook may have hurt Windham. A nice attempt at a spinning back kick.
Those were tough to throw.
Tough to throw and tough to generate much power on, especially after you just got your bell rung with a big right hook, as Jason Windham did from Braden Erdmen. Tied up again with Windham's back against the cage.
Working his inner thigh there with some knees.
As you said, Megan, working the thigh with the knees and some short elbows to the rib cage. It's been about volume here for Braden Erdmen. Not a lot of power, but continuously working the knees to the same areas of Jason Windham's body.
We got Braden Erdmen in the camo bad boy shorts, and we also have Jason Windham in the camo shorts. So it's
I was going to
don't know,
say in
it's-
the camo shorts earlier and thought, well, that wouldn't help much because they're both
wearing camo.
A good description, though. Under 20 seconds to go. Round number 1 of this amateur heavyweight championship in Midwest Championship fighting. Jason Windham and Braden Erdmen. 10 seconds left in this bout, which has been a pretty even round number 1 here. Both guys landing a few shots, but a lot of defense being played as well. And that'll do it, round number 1. A fairly even round there, Megan. Who you looking at on that one?
That was fairly even. I would have to give it there to, I think, Braden Erdmen. He had most of the control there at the end of the round, which, again, it's up to the judges. Like we saw in the last fight, it was a split decision, which I was kind of surprised by. But again,
yeah, I'm with you. I was too. And that just, as we've heard it said over and over again in mixed martial arts, you never want to let it go to the judges because you never know what they're going to see. A lot of times they see things a lot differently than most of the people watching the fight and the fighters themselves. So the only way to prevent that is to finish fights. And you got to believe that's what both of these guys want to do here tonight. As we are 1 round into our MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship, Braden Erdmen and Jason Windham, a battle in round number 1. And we are about ready to go with round number 2 here as the referee calls the fighters to the ready. We're ready for round number 2 of the MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship bout. Braden Erdmen in the bad boy camo shorts against Jason Windham, also in the camo starter shorts. And here we go, round number 2 underway. Braden Erdmen, Jason Windham squaring off in the center of the cage, and they're throwing the leather here early in round number 2. Punches in bunches. Braden Erdmen lands a right and a left, then a high kick lands. And more punches by Braden Erdmen as we see Windham go down. Braden Erdmen came out with a flurry of punches.
Again, working that inner thigh there with those left knees.
It's all about doing the most damage to your opponent, and every shot, those knees to the inner thigh of Jason Windham will eventually start adding up, Megan. But a flurry of punches as Windham tries to lock in a guillotine. It's in tight. He's under the chin. Braden Erdmen pulling down on the head. It looks like he may have a little bit of room in there to breathe. But that is a dangerous, dangerous spot for Braden Erdmen to be in. Again, you see Braden's hips are turned a little bit to the left, which may be creating some space in between the arm. As you see Windham let it go. A great job defending the guillotine by Braden Erdmen. And now he's in the full guard of Jason Windham, looking to ground and pound in front of the hometown crowd. Round number 2 of the Amateur Heavyweight Championship. Windham scrambling in order to get away from those punches of Braden Erdmen. But again, Braden Erdmen escaping the guillotine attempt by Jason Windham. Almost dangerous there for Braden Erdmen, Megan.
That was almost a really bad position to be in. But I mean, see how quickly it turns around.
Again, round number 2, just over 2 minutes to go in round number 2 of this MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship bout. Braden Erdmen of North Platte in the top position on Jason Windham. Inside control now. Almost had the crucifix, tried to kick that leg over, but unable to secure it. He does have Windham's left arm tied up as he's inside control. As we see Windham give up his back and then get up, a beautiful move by Jason Windham to get out of that one, Megan. Round number 2 of the Amateur Heavyweight Championship bout here, Midwest Championship fighting St. Patty's Beatdown 4 live on MMAFutures.com from the DNN Event Center in North Platte, Nebraska. And this heavyweight fight has been packed and forth, Megan, throughout the fight.
Here we got the crowd going wild.
And another guillotine attempt, but this one, Braden Erdmen able to get out of with the takedown and back into side control. The judges love side control, Megan. Total dominance in the octagon so far here in round number 2 by Braden Erdmen.
Yeah, Braden Erdmen's done a very good job so far of keeping that control on the ground.
45 seconds to go. Round number 2 of the MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship bout as Braden Erdmen once again finds himself in side control on Jason Windham as Windham tries to get out. A great job by Braden Erdmen keeping him down, driving those hips into him. But again, Windham almost up here again, and he is. Up and out of side control of Braden Erdmen is Jason Windham as we go under 20 seconds in round number 2. The MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship belt on the line here in North Platte, Nebraska. Braden Erdmen, the hometown boy, taking on the former hometown boy, Jason Windham, now fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona. And we're under 10 seconds to go in round number 2. It looks like we're going to see another round out of the big boys here in the MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship. Braden Erdmen, Jason Windham. I got to give that round to Braden Erdmen.
I totally agree with you there. I mean, he had control on the ground. He got out of some pretty sticky situations. So we'll see in the third and final round.
That's right, Megan. The third round about to begin in this amateur heavyweight championship. Braden Erdmen and Jason Windham squaring off for that MCF hardware. We saw it. It's a beautiful belt, and I was telling you, I talked to these guys earlier in the week. I know they both are extremely excited about the prospect of having that belt around their waist here at the end of the night.
It's a very nice belt, actually. Justin, my husband, has one when he won the lightweight title 2 years ago here at St. Patty's Beatdown. I like those belts. I think they're cool looking. The white one's neat. His is black, but I like the look of the white.
It's nice when your boy's the one winning it too.
Right.
Let's face it.
And especially if Jason Erdmen takes this here. I mean.
And here we go. We're ready to get underway. Round number 3 of the MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship. Braden Erdmen in the camo bad boy shorts, squaring off against Jason Windham. The third and final round of this championship bout. Who's it gonna be, Braden Erdmen or Jason Windham? Here we go. Nice uppercut landed by Braden Erdmen right through the block of Jason Windham. Bloodies up the nose, a single leg takedown attempt for Braden Erdmen, and he completes it. Back into half guard. It's Braden Erdmen on Jason Windham.
This is not a good place for Jason Windham to be again.
And again, this is where we saw Braden Erdmen spend the majority of round number 2 racking up those points, you got to believe, in the eyes of the judges, but not inflicting an awful lot of damage to Jason Windham. You've got to wonder how that's going to come into play as well, Megan. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the third and final round of this amateur heavyweight championship bout. Braden Erdmen and Jason Windham has been a fairly even match. I think round 2 went to Braden Erdmen. Round 1, I think, was anybody's round. So this could very well be the decision maker right here in round number 3 if they allow it to go to the judges' cards. But you got to believe both of these guys want to finish it and leave it out here as Braden moves into a full mount. Braden Erdmen has mounted Jason Windham here in round number 3. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Plenty of room to work at. Braden getting a little high up on the chest in that full mount. Almost allowed Jason Windham to slip out of that, Megan.
Nearly had full mount there. Working those, almost like an elbow to the side of the head.
The MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship on the line here, the third and final round, as Braden Erdmen in the full mount, getting the hooks in and stretching out that body of Jason Windham. Windham doing a great job of not allowing Braden to posture up and generate a whole lot of power behind those punches. But a dominant position by Braden Erdmen. Again, in the mount, ground and pound. Jason Windham trying to buck him off with the hips, but Braden Erdmen too heavy in the hips. That wrestling coming into play, Megan.
Trying to hold on, but...
And again, every once in a while, it looks like Braden Erdmen getting awful high with that mount. But so far, Jason Windham has not been able to escape from that. And Braden Erdmen again postures up and prepares to round out some ground and pound. And now takes the back. He now has the back and is going for the rear naked choke. He does not get it in. Trying to soften him up with the punches. Braden Erdmen has the back. 1 minute to go in this MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship as Braden Erdmen in side control now on the back of Jason Windham. Jason Windham attempting again to get up and escape so he can try to do something here, but Braden Erdmen having nothing to do with it, and he tree-toppers him down. More grappling by Braden Erdmen has allowed him to dominate this third round.
Again, this is where you see the wrestling coming into play, just strong hips, just keeping them down.
For sure. In wrestling, those are points, Megan. You ride them, you get points. And Braden Erdmen might very well be getting a bunch of points on the cards of our judges here tonight at the DNN Event Center. 25 seconds left in this Amateur Heavyweight Championship. Braden Erdmen in side control, attempting to finish this fight against Jason Windham. Jason Windham on the defensive for most of round 3 in what may very well be the decisive round of this championship bout. 10 seconds to go, and Braden Erdmen seems content to ride Jason Windham out in the dominant position, and that is going to the judges' scorecards. The judges will decide the next Amateur Heavyweight Championship of Midwest Championship Fighting. Megan, how do you see that one?
God, this is a tough fight to call, but I think it's going to go in Braden Erdmen's favor. And if it doesn't, it's going to be one unhappy crowd tonight, I think.
I would agree. If the crowd has a vote, they're definitely voting Braden Erdmen tonight. But as we saw earlier, a split decision in the Mark Hooper fight. You never know what the judges are going to do, Megan. Got to be some nerves in the bellies of both of these fighters as they await their fate. Braden Erdmen and Jason Windham go the distance in the MCF Amateur Heavyweight Championship bout. Two guys who are very familiar with each other, have known each other since high school, and here they are squaring off for an amateur championship. The hug between the two fighters after they both, I think you would agree, Megan, left it in the cage tonight here in North Platte.
Always nice to see.
The judges tabulate their decision as we await to see who the next MCF Amateur Heavyweight Champion will be. And here we go to our ring announcer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Amateur Heavyweight Championship MMA, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges score the bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision and new MCF Amateur Heavyweight Champion, Braden the Lunchbox Erdmen.
And much to the pleasure of the North Platte crowd, Braden Erdmen is your new MCF Amateur Heavyweight Champion as he defeats Jason Windham, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona. And we go